I've got a present for you.
Beelziii, jump in after this one, yeah? Come jump in after this one. After this, just wait till the first round. Password's the same. So I'm expecting this to be a close series. I kind of think that Doofus might have a little bit too much, but Rad played against MZIN and Rick, who are two players. You know, that would be a tough ask for Doofus to beat over a series. I think he can beat them over a series, but I think both of them players would probably go in as favourites. Definitely Rick against him. So it's hard to know how close these two are. Rad will get all the sort of early basic builds down correct. He has a lot of potential in his gameplay. I've only seen him a couple of series, like I said, against two really good opponents. Both players starting on the gems. Yeah, just jump in the lobby and then I'll call you on Discord. Obviously, just wait for the first game to finish. I'd like to see Zed versus Rick. Yeah, that'd be quite cool. That would be quite cool. Yeah, so obviously Zed lost to MZ when Zed played Allied throughout, apart from the last game. That was 5-2. 5-1. Yeah, I think it might have been 5-1. And then Zed played as Yuri in the other series and he won 6-2. Yeah, we'd like to see what Rick could do against him. Rick lost to MZ today 6-2. There was a little bit of lag, but then previous to that, Rick beat MZ 5-4. So all sorts of scores over the place. Rather than a nice like opening build. This is where Beelziii, if you're watching, you put your ref here. You want to get your refinery right up into here, otherwise you're long distance. So your miners here was mining it all the way into here. It's a long, long way. And also what you want to do is get a ref into this area here. And you want to get a couple of miners at least onto here, if not at least one. See Doofus here with his ref there, so he has two miners. And so far he's only built 2 refineries, so why allows him to be on 3 wall factories. He pumps the miners out of the wall factory early. Right now he's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8. He's on 8 miners now. There we go. Like that sort of thing. Nice opening build out of both players. The 3 war factories. Base 3. And then needs to get a ref into here. Want to get it as close into this bit as you can, really. There we go, not too bad at all. Nice play from the Doof. Nice build. Want to now try and micro these. There we go, excellent from Doofus, getting that other one over on there as well. Now coming to 4 minutes. Yuri engagement is sort of dogs and drones that have gone down. Both players happy to let their build up, you know, get to the next patches of ore, get their war factory numbers up. So we're going to see a mid-game here for sure. And then we shall see Parfin here. Does Doofus... Oh, Doofus didn't notice that. Got a little bit lucky there, Rad. Could have threw away a free rhino. Doofus was back in base building. So let's have a look. 3 miners up in here. Great miner management. 2 miners in there. Excellent again on that ore patch. And 3 miners in here. So Rad's miners perfectly placed. Absolutely to perfection. Doofus could be critical. This miner here could probably come away from that patch now. Split up on the top hand side. Does Rad notice it? Of course, Rad notices it. These two aren't Muppets. They know what they're doing. These are good players at this intermediate level. And Rad will come across and push Doofus back. Now, might engage in the middle. At least be careful here, Rad, with his tank control. Now does group them together. Doofus being forced back. Rad going on the aggression here. Doofus tank controls are all getting in the fight. Some of these in the back, not so much. Doofus trying to push his opponent back. Nice control out of Doofus, though. Reinforcements are coming. This is really good from Doofus. Great tank control there from Doof. He was probably a little bit behind there on maybe on Rhinos, or at least fodder maybe, but really good control from Doofus. Now he has a little lead on the tank numbers. Where is he going to go with this? He's going to force his opponent up to the top side. Here comes the Doof. What can the Doof get done? Is he going to drive across the miners? He is indeed. He's going to want to overcommit here. Gets one. Will get a second. Now he'll engage and thin out the numbers. Won't have enough to win this fight, but we'll thin out the numbers and take 2 miners with him. And Doofus will be more than happy with that. You're going to get into back of enemy territory lines. You've got to get something done with that. He's pushing in on the right-hand side here. Gets another miner as well. Now he's going to come back. So what is Rad's response here? Really, really good high-level stuff from these two players. Doofus playing really, really well in this opening game here on Arabian Oasis. Should be able to put himself in a position now to go 1-0 up. Clicking on that Rhino indeed, and then Sentry goes down. So just left with 1, 2, 3, 4 miners now. A lot of war factories in the field, won't be able to supply it. Just going to keep going for the miners. Nice indeed. Doesn't care about losing a few rhinos here. If he gets his miners, there we go. GG called. Good play. Very good play from both of these guys. Doofus just were a little bit too much there.
Tech building captured. Player defeated.
Beelziii, you there yet?
Hello.
There we go. I can hear you now. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you? I really think Doofus is going to win this because I noticed when he was playing me earlier. I mean, he always usually beats me anyway, but he was like beating me harder than usual, if that makes sense.
I've seen Rad a couple of times in Showmatch. He took on Rick and MZIN, which were two really, really good opponents, and Rad lost. He took some wins, but yeah, there was a nice opening first game. Doofus with some really nice play here. Doofus in yellow, Rad in the red. He's going to walk at NG, Beelziii. Doofus is walking at NG on the bottom left-hand side.
I see it.
So Doofus is getting his gems next to the oil first in the more forward positions, where Rad opting in for the ref at the back of his base.
Yeah, I'm never sure what to quite do on this map, like where to place. Like, obviously, you place the oil refineries by the gems.
Watch the NG. Watch the MCV. Watch the MCV. Lol. He got it. War Factory was out in time. They got it. Doofus, that is nasty. If he gets a tester reactor, it'll put him on low power. That is hella nasty.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. So you should be, Doofus. The dog comes out in time. Will it keep his power? If he keeps power, he's got power, so he can go all in here and try to do something. But he's not going to be able to do so. Sentry's already coming out preempted. Just one war factory.
It's over for Red. I mean, unless the only chance I see for Red is if he does, you know, an NG rush back and manages to pull it off. But even it's looking unlikely. Doofus now has tank advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, Rad probably should just quit from this position here, to be fair. He's got 2 rhinos on the field versus 4 for Doofus, and he has an extra war factory. And he has an MCV. Okay, so you're pushing with his dogs and his rhinos to sort of one last attack. There's so many rhinos. And Doofus will click. The thing is here, when there's only sort of 4 rhinos on the field, they're very easy to click, no matter how many dogs are sort of there. They'll just click away.
Player defeated.
There we go.
Yeah. It's all over. See, I don't know the best build for it yet. I think What was working for me against Revo the other day, it wasn't streamed, but he went for his Seal IFV rush, but I went for one miner first, then a drone, then another miner, then tanks, and we had a decent game. But
So me and
Revo-
Doofus thought. Me and Doofus. Sorry to interrupt. Me and Doofus thought there was a point in this map where you could have pushed in and beat Revo. He just got the spy in. You were on his front door with rhinos. You kind of pushed in and you cleared out all of his grizzlies, but his rocketeers were doing a lot of work. And that was one of the things we noticed throughout the series, that you couldn't get your rockies in amongst your rhinos when you were pushing in.
yeah, what can I say? I feel like I played better last stream, but that's because like usually I don't really listen to the stream. I just like zone out. My phone's on the side just so I can write a comment in. But when I have a commentator say something, like I think Matt was doing it the other day. No, Beelziii, put a ref here, or do this. It's like it off put me more than I thought it would. So I stopped doing it the last game.
Yeah, Doofus's playstyle is he does the same thing every time, more or less. He does mix it up sometimes, but generally he will watch his opponent's MCV, and once he sees you go to a rhino, he'll then finish the miner he's building, if it's sort of in transition, and then build one more on top of it. If he's only just started building the next miner, he might just go for that one and then finish it, but his aim is always at the start to go 1 or 2 miners more than you, and he's happy to know that you're going to get an extra 2-3 rhinos on the field. To defend that. That's why sometimes when you play like an Arabian Oasis, there was a map, you had 3 rhinos and Doofus had 0 rhinos, but they were still in your base. If you've got 3 more rhinos and you've got to get them on your opponent's front door, don't let them build up.
Yeah, to be honest, I was absolutely like, I was looking at my base and I had 1 ore factory and like 4 miners, and then I looked over to Doofus's and I saw he had 3 war factories and like fucking 5-6 miners, and I didn't think I was that far behind. Like I spent a couple of seconds on 0 money, but then it corrected itself, and everything I did, the hotkeys and the building placements was perfect speed. I really have no clue how he was so far ahead that game.
Yeah, just give it a rewatch.
Yeah. But I did a different build that game as well. I went for two miners instead of 1. I think 1 is optimal for Arabian.
So Doofus on 2 miners at the bottom. He's going to bring a 3rd one. He's got a couple of miners on the breath, so he's on 5 miners. Rad is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now Doofus goes to 6 miners as well.
I mean, Doofus drops a service depot, but I haven't seen Red yet use a drone.
No, it might just be to help his build, because now we can get a ref there. That might just be why. I mean, there's other ways you could do it. I suppose you could have used the barracks instead. That would have been quite nice. But he might think he might get some value out of the service depot as the game goes on, repairing the units.
Yeah, I mean, he can still repair his rhinos after a battle, if there's any left.
Well, there's the ref as well. A lot of people prefer the bottom left spot than the top right.
You know what? I prefer bottom left on most maps.
Yeah. A lot of people find it easier to get to the next 2 ore patches, so where Doofus is now mining and the ore patch to the right, they find that a lot easier to get to, rather than the top right spot to get down to them 2 other spots. A lot of people move their MCV that for them spots. A little bit of back and forward. No one really wants to push in yet. Rad is on the next patch of gems, which is nice. That is nice.
I do think Red is ahead on rhinos. Rad, sorry. At the moment. Although my eyes could be deceiving me.
He's definitely he's definitely in a good position here. Doofus has got. He's going to push in here. Going to lose a miner. Doofus doesn't want to fight it. He's going to base trade him, I think. Rad's going to come back and defend, and that'll be the right thing. Rad will come back in. I think Doofus is going to lose this one. Oh, Doofus' tank control does help him a little bit, but not going to be enough. Rad should take this game. Nice and smooth build out of Rad, wasn't it?
Yes,
Player
too many
defeated.
rhinos now.
So 2-1. I did expect that.
Building captured. Player defeated.
So Rad on the top right hand side. On the bottom side is Doofus. So we've got 2 oils either side. Bottom right, bottom left for the Doof. They both have gem patches as well. Rad has his 2 oils as well. And with some gems as well. Do you like this map? What are your thoughts on this map?
I haven't really played it that much. It looks nice. I like the fact that it's short. It's not a long map, but it's not too short neither.
Not a bad map.
You get 2 oil derricks as well, which is nice.
Yeah, and they're both with a little patch of gems as well. So as like a Soviet player, like it's you don't really go broke. You can really put up a few early war factories. See high numbers of rhinos, nice and early. So another ref comes up in the top right from Rad. He takes them gems on the bottom left hand side. He's also got a ref there as well. So he's on 3 miners currently. Doofus is on 1, 2. Doofus is on 2. He's going to repair the bridge and come straight across. This could be big. What do you think about this, Beelziii?
Yeah, it looks. I mean, Rad doesn't have anything there other than 1 rhino and a sentry.
He's going to go... Where's he going for? He's trying to come away. He's going to go for that barracks to stop the sentries. I think this might fail from Doofus. Or he doesn't get it as well, so sentries will keep coming out and he gets drone as well. Oh, I think Doofus has messed this. Nice defense from Rad. Both of them are droned.
Yeah.
But he is on 3
even,
miners versus 4.
Even if Doofus didn't attack anything there and it just forced him to build a couple of sentry guns, that, you know, it's minor advantage, but it's still a little bit of advantage either way.
Yeah, Rad is on... the thing is, Rad's on 3 war factories. And Doofus is on 2, and Doofus is a miner behind. He's going to try to push in and get a miner. He really needs a miner, but he isn't going to get it. And he's throwing away army here. Doofus is in trouble here. Doofus is in trouble.
No, I think a better idea to pick up a miner would have been to send in a drone or 2, as opposed to just sending in 3 rhinos.
Where would you send the drones? What, straight to the miners?
No, you'd like move it around the sentry gun and you'd wait for the miner to go onto the pad before you put it in there.
Could have possibly. But he'd just build a service depot though and then repair it. I know that slows him down a little bit, but then you've spent £1,000 on 2 drones. He needs to actually kill one. He's on 5 miners now, engaging in the middle. He loses a miner on the bottom left side and he loses the oil. Doofus is losing this game. Sells off both of them building, so he loses a miner and he loses an oil. Doofus probably needs to well, Doofus has lost this game. There's no way Doofus turns this game around here unless Rad absolutely throws. Look at the amount of war factories, look at the amount of rhinos, he's got an extra oil, he's got
Rad's making an attack on the MTV. I don't think he'll get it, but he is.
Yeah, just defends that. But he got the war factory and a rep and an oil and a mine on the bottom left with just a couple rhinos. That was massive. He's going to try to push in here. Doofus will get a preempt sentry out here, surely.
I don't like that single file formation of his tanks. I mean, maybe you could square them up just a little bit more.
Yeah, I think he was trying to bait Doofus there. I think he was trying to bait a sentry. I don't think he had really any intention of attacking there. I think he's just trying to buy some time here, because the longer this goes on, the more Rad's winning. Rad's winning this game by some distance.
Yeah, Doofus is completely out of money. He's got nothing.
Yeah, and he's only on 1 oil, and he's so far behind on miners. He's on 5 miners. His opponent is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 6 miners. Going to engage. Can Doofus do anything?
Nah, it's all over.
Yeah, Doofus just got himself behind there. Because he's moved his MCV in the middle as well, so he'll get a ref there, and then he'll be onto gems as well. We can just remove 3 miners there. And Doofus is only on 3 war factories. His opponent is on 4. We're going to send him in single file here. Not very nice. He's got so much, it doesn't matter, but that wasn't very nice. You pointed that out there a little while ago, so I don't want to send him in single file, but he did it in the end.
I mean, and now his attack's completely pointless because it's 3 rhinos versus 3 rhinos.
Yeah. But these miners in the middle for Rad on them gems is a big issue for Doofus, because Rad's eco, look at it now, and it's just going to keep going up and up and up, and in a second he'll be on 10k. Pushing rhinos through the middle, trying to get a miner. Or will he get it? He doesn't get it. So a couple of things have just gone Doofus's way to give him a sniff back in this game, but when Rad is on 7k, 8k, and on 4 war factories.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen more dog fodder from him. Like, if I'm on that much money, I'd be spamming dogs.
Yeah, for sure. Don't know how I got 500 to 1 odds on Raz. Yeah, it's a good little odds that. So Rad looking to make this 2-2, and he's in a good position to do so here. Doofus having to long distance to the gems, where Rad had his ref right there. Doofus trying to split away. Doofus trying to split away. Got to try and make something happen, Doofus. He can't sit like this. He knows that as well, but he also knows he can't really make anything happen because Rad can just play a game of chess with him and just go back and forward.
Yeah, I mean, Doofus's economy is coming on now, but it's not. You know, in terms of war factories, I think he's.
Yeah, just going to gobble up these miners.
Yeah. Well, Doofus is on 3 war factories. Rad's on 4. Rad also has the bigger army. Rad's just won this tank battle.
Yeah. Yeah, Doofus was pinned in the corner for a long time, and that was all because of the start. He pushed 3 rhinos in, went. He was a miner behind, pushed 3 rhinos in, got absolutely nothing. Forced a couple of sentries, but as the game goes on, that miner advantage made a big difference, and he was always sort of a miner ahead.
Well, the thing is, losing 3 rhinos is not game losing, like, right there. But the fact that I feel Doofus felt pressure to take the advantage back, and then because he felt that pressure, he went and engaged again and sacrificed more, and he just came even further behind.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not a case of losing the 3 rhinos is the issue. It's when they first start, Rad was ahead of Miner, and he's been ahead of Miner the whole game. He's been playing 8 minutes. Indeed. Bell for the chat.
Tech building captured. Player defeated.
They start on the bits where the oils are. I like it when they don't start with the oils. I like it when they start on the other corners. So obviously you still have the oils, but you know what I mean? Like top right and bottom left. I like them 2 spots. So then you're building off two parts of the map. I always find them games more entertaining.
Yeah. But here's something as well with this map. If you go 0 and have the early tank advantage, instead of like trying to do too much, you can just start shooting away the opponent's gems, and that like will make up for the fact that you're a miner behind as well.
Yeah, I can do. Woody does that. Woody loves that, shooting the gems. Let's just have a little quick chat. Beelziii, bear with me a second. Predictions wise, Doofus has 100%. 10 channel points goes on to Rad, and that was Balf. It's 500 to 1 odds on that. Score is 2-2. What do you make of the series so far? Who do you think will go on to win this?
My money's on Doofus. I think he'll come back and win this. I feel like last game Doofus made a mistake, and that's like why Rad was able to stay ahead. But I think if Doofus is like in the zone and in his like proper mindset where he plays normal, doesn't take too many risks, tries to go for slow, consistent advantage, then he should take this series.
Yeah, the last game on the map we saw previous, that's not what Doofus does, is it? Doofus doesn't build 3 rhinos and rush straight into your base. That's not Doofus, really. Doofus is this sort of slow player, likes to play on the defensive, likes to get his miners. But I suppose every so often he does have to switch it up, otherwise he becomes too predictable.
Yeah, I was about to say that with my zero strategy as well. Like if my opponent doesn't know it's coming, it's very effective because they can be in the mindset where the relaxed start, it's in the minor building stage, and then all of a sudden tanks are in their face. But you know, when someone's watching out for it, you can. It's easier to defend. Like in any game, in chess, in any game, like football, it's easier to defend than it is to attack.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. And when you know your opponents, what their attack is going to be, it's always going to be. And that's why you'll always struggle quite a lot against, you know, at this moment against people like me and Doofus, because we play with you so many times, we know exactly what's coming. Where if you do play like QM and things like that, you'll get a lot more joy because, yeah, it's the element of unknown and people don't know how to defend against it straight away, and it is a surprise. Like, fuck, I've got 4 miners and this guy's got 3 rhinos in my base, but I've got, you know, it's like, wow. But obviously if you know something's coming, like you say, it's easier to defend than it is attack.
I don't like to push with 3 rhinos. Like I know this sounds mad, but if you train a rhino, send it straight away, it's just going to get destroyed. And it's the same up until about 4. When you've got 4 rhinos, that's when you want to be in the opponent's base and around him because it kills things quicker. You can kill the barracks and the power plant quite quickly. You can.
Just now, engagement straight away coming in. Doofus committing into this. There's a lot of dog fodder there in defensive hold. Ryder's going to win. Ryder's going to win this engagement. He's got a lot of dog fodder there. Doofus needs to back off.
Doofus had the advantage at the start of that, but then the sentry gun come out.
Yeah.
And Rad took that tank battle for the sentry gun.
Yeah, a lot of dog fodder there as well, Rad had as well. Now I don't think Rad can push. He can't push now. Rad has to come back. Don't overcommit. Sometimes people get too confident. Feel like the winner. Both players have expanded though. Both players have expanded.
Yeah.
So Doofus is on 5 war factories. Rad, he's on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I do feel like Doofus is slightly ahead here. He's got more money. He's got more units.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 minus for Rad. Doofus has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he is down a miner. Doofus. Rad will now get his boost off these gems. So Doofus is going to find it hard to fund 5 war factories. He now goes to 7 miners. So 7 miners on 5 war factories. When you've got some gems, it's just about manageable. But when he comes off the gems, he's going to struggle. But he'll keep building refs on the back of this. Going to split the bottom right. He has seen it though. Rad does see the bottom right hand side. He's going to try and get a miner here. He's going to run over the miner. He should get it. He should get it. Yeah, he gets a miner. That's nice. And he's going to engage here as well. And his pathing is a little bit better here, Doofus. And Doofus is winning this fight down the bottom, thinning out the army. And he got a miner for it as well. This is a nice play from Doofus.
Yeah,
he wins that tank fight.
Definitely go for a miner here.
Oh, he's going to get another mine. This is big. I thought Doofus was in trouble after that big initial engagement near the MCV, but he's turning this around nicely. He's going to then back and forward, back and forward.
See, I think Doofus is massively ahead already.
Yeah, he is now. Yeah. Nice play from Doofus though. GG called. Nice split down the bottom as well. Really nice split down the bottom from Doofus. His tank control was a lot better, and he picked off 2 miners with that as well.
Yeah, Dudley, it's predicted 37 the same.
Yeah, Tuesday's 38.
I'm kind of debating whether to call off work or not because I work outside and it's going to be, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. You don't want to slog in that all day. So Doofus on the bottom side, Rad is on the left-hand side, Soviet again. And Doofus getting that win, goes to 3-2.
I mean, I've seen a lot of players when it comes to scouting with the dogs, four dogs, and I mean, you said the other day, but like if I've always found I can uncover like the whole map with just three. Because if you send one round the one perimeter, and say like the right side, and then you send it around the left side of the perimeter, you can send one through the middle, and then as long as you path your dogs back to your base as well, and you path them to the areas that you haven't uncovered, you've saved your dogs, and you've uncovered the map.
Yeah, it can do. Can do if it all works as smooth as that. Depends if the drone comes out beforehand and kills the dogs. Generally, yeah, it can work. Just, I think most people generally go 4. Some maps you don't need that many though, for sure.
I mean, who was it? I was talking to, I think it was Hassan, and there was one map we was playing when he told me to train 2 dogs only. But I think that was on the Blitz map, the Oasis.
Yeah, for sure on them, yeah.
Fish has been moving leaps and bounds in a way in Blitz, because I used to play him and I used to beat him every single game, and now it's like he beats me every single game, and it's just frustrating.
I'll have to play the fish.
Yeah, he's been practicing a lot of Blitz, but he hasn't been playing the normal.
He hasn't been what?
Yeah, he hasn't been playing normal
okay.
Red Alert.
But Blitz is quite good for. I always found Blitz really good for improving your tank control and things like that. And because you have to build out of like sort of 3-4 tabs, like it's quite good for your mind to be remembering being busy all the time. I think Blitz has a. If you become really good at Blitz, then there's definitely a lot of skills that can transform into the Yuri's game. So Doofus now going to build down. Rad is a little bit behind in terms of building down. He's on 4 war factories. Doofus is on 3. Doofus will get down to that cliff beforehand. Doofus Eco is looking really nice. And that's because Rad has only mined 1 patch of gems. Doofus has done 2, and he'll now get to a 3rd. So Doofus is ahead.
You look at the amount of money that they've had. It's a massive difference here.
Killed that, yeah.
Doofus is on 10k. Rad's on 500.
Yes, because he hasn't got them over 2 gem patches. Only now on his 2nd gem patches. Doofus minded his 2nd patch of gems ages ago, and he'll now get a ref down and go into his 3rd patch, which is on the bottom level.
Doofus slightly ahead on tank numbers here, but I don't think he has enough to push through yet. I think we'll see a fight as they kind of base walk to the middle a bit more.
Yeah, Doofus gets that ref down now. So the good thing about that ref placement is he can use that ref to get to the 2nd patch of gems on the bottom level to the right of that ref. He doesn't really need another one there. I mean, ideally, he might get another war factory there. But that ref can get to that next patch of gems like he's doing now. Doesn't need another one. So that's 1 less ref he has to build. And that's 1 more war factory he can build, where his opponent may need to build another, or will need to build another ref to get to the next patch of ore on the bottom level. That's a good build from Doofus, that.
Yeah, I like that he's got a good amount of dog fodder as well. Like, you look at Red a couple of minutes ago, and he had next to no dog fodder. And when you see players with no fodder, you know that you can just spam like 10 drones, and you'll land 9 out of 10 drones because they're not gonna get the dog first.
Indeed. Deso comes out now. I was just going to say, Deso is really important that they are used. Going to engage here, Doof. Back and forward. This Desso's a nice though. He just loses a miner there. I don't know if Doofus is overcommitted. His dog fodder's not in good position. Rad might be able to turn this game around. Because Doofus was in a good position. And then Dessos are working well. At least to deploy the Dessos. He's not going to do so. And the dog fodder might just be enough here for Doofus, in fact. He needed to deploy the Dessos a couple of times. Not obviously now when the Rhinos are in amongst it. But there was a couple of moments he could have. Doofus's tank control with the dog fodder is helping a lot. And now he deploys the Dessos of his own units. Way too late. He could have deployed them Dessos ages ago. Not completely done yet though. Doofus does have a lead for sure. Gotta get another miner. And Rad has lost a couple of miners in that fight. Dessos have deployed again.
Yeah, I mean, it's all over.
Yeah. Playing a little bit more reserved. So we'll see how he adapts.
Tech building captured. Player defeated.
With this map as well, I find it's really good and really easy to set up an anti-scout because your dogs can, they're at the top of the hill. So when you set your dogs to guard, as their dog comes in, your dog's got longer range, so more often than not, your dog will get the kill on their dog.
Very nice. I never really set my dogs to guard. I never really...
I mean, it's not. It doesn't come in like most games, but like on this map, it comes in. I mean, if you watched me versus Red Commander, that's how I managed to get an engineer into his war factory and sell his war factory. It's because I anti-scouted. He couldn't see me make a fucking flak NG, and then I sent my tanks down right towards his oil, and then the flak NG came down the left.
Oh, look at that dog on them conscripts. Oh, that dog there goes down. So you want to keep going conscripts here. It's not a bad idea at all. Put the dog, Doofus's miner. Okay, was AFK for a second. He wants to put his dog next to his barracks to stop any conscripts coming out to counter. Although there's not enough conscripts now to get anything done. But he could try force a sentry and walk away. Rhino probably can just come over and squish though. Nice sentries.
Oh, he does get the power plant.
Let's go low power briefly. Double war factory for Rad. He's got a nice little opening build here.
That killing that power might just put him slightly behind on units.
Yeah, he's got double war factory here as well. Click them rhinos. That's it. Oh, nice. Nice. Nice clicking on the rhinos. Clicks on the rhinos again. Nice. Good play from Rad this. Doesn't want to overkick. Keep clicking that rhino. There you go. Oh, if he gets another miner here, this could be game. Doofus is in massive trouble here. Just one miner, place 2. Place 3, in fact. And a double war factory from Rad as well. Doofus will take some doing to recover this. And you did predict this, Beelziii, that this may not be a strong map for Doofus. Rad playing it really well. Yeah, Sanchez saying the power plant killed, delaying build hard, structures got cancelled. He's going to try and push in here. Are we just going to see a trade-off, or what are we going to see? Yeah, Doofus is just going to trade off. Doofus feels he's got no choice. It's a trade-off. Doofus has got the money to spam the drones. He's going to lose his MCV.
But Rad's focusing on defending Arcane and he's fine to pick the MCV.
Yeah, he's going to get the MCV. He should be fine. Wants to get the barracks. I'll just kill the rhino.
Barracks. Shoot the barracks. No, what are you doing?
Probably okay, to be fair. He's got so much, it doesn't matter anymore. GG. Yeah, reinforcements coming in. It was really well played from Rad. And this is kind of the series that I kind of expected to see. I expected kind of Doofus probably just to have a little bit too much.
Player defeated.
So Rad bottom left and Doofus on the right hand side. I personally like to move my MCV here, Beelziii, straight away after the War Factory. I like to get the next batch of gems straight away. It depends on your game style, of course.
It's a bit of a far stretch, isn't it? To stretch your base there.
Yeah, I like to just go straight after the War Factory and go straight over to the gems, especially from top right. Are you going to be playing any more tonight? What's your plans for the rest of the evening?
I'm just chilling at the moment. I'm watching a few games because I've been even before I played Doofus, I was playing for a while, and then I played Revo, so I like kind of giving my back a bit of a rest from sitting in the computer chair.
Yeah,
And then
nice.
I'll probably give someone a game.
Yeah, I'm going to take a break after this as well. Probably come back on more like 10 o'clock, I reckon. Probably play for a few hours late at night. I don't have work tomorrow, so...
Oh, that's lucky.
Yeah, I'm not back in until Wednesday.
I'm doing 11-hour shifts all week unless I ring them in the morning and tell them now.
Where are you working if you're working outside?
So it's basically, you know what hardcore is, right?
No?
The stuff that goes in the ground.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Someone discovered that there's actually metal in it.
Mm-hmm.
So the company, they get it in by the truck full, and then they get the diggers, they put it on a conveyor belt. The conveyor belt comes with magnets, separates the metal from the dirt, and then sells off the metal. So they basically buy rock and turn it into copper and aluminium and stuff.
Right, yeah, that'd be a hard graft outside tomorrow, and that hit like 37 degrees. And you know when the weather says 37 degrees, you're like, you know when they say it's 24, when you're actually out in the sun, it's always a few more degrees warmer than that as well, it feels, doesn't it? So, yeah, it's going to be like 40 plus tomorrow at certain points in the day.
To be fair, it's not all that bad. Like the majority of the job is standing there with a jet wash spraying all the dirt off the machines.
Yeah.
Because the dirt gets everywhere, but you'd be surprised how much copper and stuff comes out. Literally just dirt and crap that needs to be recycled.
Indeed, so minor counts. Doof is on 4 at the top. He's got 2 on the next patch of ore, so 6. He's got 2 on this next patch, so he's on 8 miners. His opponent Rad is on 2 on this ore patch down here, 3 down on here. That puts him to 5, and on silver patch he's on 2, another 2 as well. So he's on 7. Now the clear difference here is Doofus is on an extra miner, and he's already mined the second patch of gems, which is why his eco is on 10k and his opponent is on 4k. Doofus has 4 war factories. His opponent has 3. So Doofus has started with a clear lead here, and this is a map, Beelziii, that definitely suits more of Doofus's kind of play, doesn't it? Sit back, get the miner count up, play that defensive, and get the advantage.
Yeah, I mean, however, Rad, to me, it looks like he's got more tanks, but he just doesn't have much fodder.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he should be looking to be attacking more than be sitting back in his base.
Indeed, yeah, because Doofus is going to be catching up with Rhinos all the time here because he's out war factorying him. He's on 5 now, Doofus is, so that lead's going to quickly be lost, and he's going to split. So he's going to come to the top left-hand side over to his MCV. He's got no intention of pushing his MCV in, but he's going to come down the bottom side here with 4 Rhinos, and he's going to see what he can get done. There we go. So he's going to come over now. There's 1 miner that will go down. And there'll be the second. See, yeah, so he had no intentions of pushing in on that right-hand side. He just come across to get the miner. And even if he loses 4 Rhinos now, because he is in deep here, the extra miner count here is absolutely fine. Oh, he could have committed to that. Could have maybe committed. So, Rad's going to push into the top right-hand side. And he's going to be a base trade. Looks like it's going to be a base trade here, Beelziii.
Yeah, I see. Rad might win the base trade, actually, because, like I said, he does have the... No, he doesn't have the rhino advantage anymore.
Yeah, Doofus is stretched down to this bottom patch as well. There should be drones just being spammed out here. I think Doofus is going to be fine.
Rad does have a few rhinos at the top left that he's sending to help with the base trade, but what I really think he should be doing with those is just making it a little bit harder for Doofus to...
Yeah, nice from Doofus. Doofus has moved his MCV as well. Yeah, drones are coming out, but Doofus has moved his MCV in with his army. So he's going to lose everything. One of the things here Rad could have, though, is Rad could get himself some elites. He should be selling off this this rest of this base. Drones are going to come in. He's got 3.5k. Doofus has 13k. They're going to come in, and he should be able to win this game now. Drones are still coming in. He needs to get back to his base here. Don't know if he's realised. I'm not sure if Rad's realised what's happened. That war factory's going to go down. He needs to get back here ASAP. These rhinos are droned. He may not be able to kill off these last couple of buildings. He needs to bring the rest of his army back. Rad's going to win. I think. Oh my god. Oh, he's not going to. He's not going to repair it in time. Oh my god, Rad wins. Yeah, Rad's going to win. Yeah, Rad's going to win. That one building. There was one building left. Oh my god, all he has to do is kill the MCV now. Wow, that was on 1 tick of health. Holy shit! But he needs to get it finished for sure. I mean, he's going to be fine here, but he has got 14k in the bank. But Doofus isn't going to be able at any time to build.
So Doofus has 7 rhinos.
Yeah, Rad is going to keep some in the back. He's going to try and ult though. What he'll try to do is ult the war factory. He might try to ult and the ref. He might try to ult the ref. There is a sentry there as well. So he would have still needed to kill the sentry as well, even though he nearly killed the ref. He still needed that sentry. Going to try and kill these last 2 buildings. He needs to get to the back here. Oh, he should be fine here. Should be fine. Kill the MCV. Oh my god, what a game. 4-4.
Yeah. Yeah. Rad could very well win this.
Player defeated.
Bottom right is Rad, top left is Doofus. It is 4-4. It's what we call in the UK a squeaky bum time. Two patches of gems to start with. Can stretch up to the heels on the left side if you're playing in a round position. If you're Doofus, you can move to the right side and get onto the next patch of gems. Do you think either of these players will be feeling some pressure now, or what do you think, Beelziii?
I think they both will. I mean, when it's like, when this is the final game where it's, if you win, you win the series, and if you lose the series. It can be.
And possibly maybe Doofus more so, considering he was 4-2 up. He probably felt like, yeah, 4-2, I'll win this series. Only got to win one more. Got 3 attempts at it, and all of a sudden, Rad's got a bit of confidence. He's feeling good. You know what it's like when you go beat someone twice. You know, you start to feel like, okay, I've got this. I'm down to win this. Where Doofus will be the one who's a little bit thinking, oh shit, am I going to throw this series? So Rad are probably feeling a little bit more confident. But now he's got himself into this position, and it all comes down to things like Showmatch experience. Not making any silly mistakes. So far, both players doing exactly what they should be doing. Doofus now switches over to the Rhinos, so he's on Rhinos first. Four miners, 3 miners on this bottom right side. On the gems, on the left hand side, another miner. Doofus has 3 rhinos back at his base. Rad has 2. 4 miners apiece. Doofus is up a War Factory here. Whose position do you favour right now, Beelziii?
I favour Rad's position at the moment. He's got a nice 4K. Doofus, well, he's only just dumped off his thing, but Doofus is hitting 0 a lot more, I think.
Mm-hmm. Going to move the MCV now, Rad.
But at the same time, Doofus has more units, but I think a lot of those are dogs.
MCV has moved, so he'll get onto the next patch of gems. Doofus is going to build up there. I like that. I like the build up there. And this is kind of like a hard one to engage in because all of the points where you push in are choke points that you have to be so careful. Like you can't really just send an army over the bridge, can you, Bills? You can't really send an army down this backside here because they're so thin and narrow. Your opponent will just clear you up.
Bridges make it so hard to attack through. It really pays to be a defensive player where there's bridges. I'm thinking that's why Doofus picked this map. I mean, in this scenario, I'd
Here
like
comes a
to
split.
destroy
Here
the
comes a
bridges.
split. Here comes a split. Doofus, you can see he's just trying to engage a little bit, but he was all the same time he wanted to split off his army. But has he overcommitted here? Has he overcommitted? Split on the bottom side, not getting anything done. He clicks on the MCV. He's not going to get that. He's not going to get that. That goes down. Doofus in trouble. Doofus in trouble. Needs a sentry desperately.
Yeah, it's all over for Doofus, I think, from here.
I don't think he expected the Rad to come back and defend with a few units. He just thought, oh, there's nothing there. I'll click on the MCV, then I can just follow what's happening on the top side. Rad come back and defended nicely. Split up on the top side now from Rad as well. Takes a minor. Doofus doing everything to try and hold on into here. Gets the elite as well. That's going to be GG. Rad's going to turn this series around. Gets another elite. Double elite. Double elite. War miners are going down. One elite left. And it's just killing all of these off. Reinforcements coming in. GG called.
Player defeated.
Oh, what a series. I mean, I thought Doofus was going to win the series, but I don't think he had the best of map picks. I think he could have maybe used